Visiting Zion National Park is a dream experience, but if you don't understand the shuttle system, your dream could turn into a nightmare. My name is Matt, and I've visited Zion over 15 times, and I've helped over 20,000 people travel to the West using our travel guides. In this video, I'm going to break it all down for you so that you'll be prepared to ride the Zion shuttle system on your trip. First things first, this map of Zion shows that there are 4 roads in the national park. Each road is considered its own section of the park. You can drive your own vehicle on all of these roads except this one right here, the Zion Canyon Scenic Drive. This road is a dead-end road that takes you through Zion Canyon, the best part of Zion National Park. During the busy season, from March to November, vehicles are not allowed on this road, with some exceptions I'll discuss later. Now, I want you to pay attention because this is a very common misconception. This is the south entrance to the park, and this is the east entrance to the park. These two entrances are connected by Highway 9, which is vehicle accessible. So yes, you can drive into the park. Notice that the Zion Canyon Scenic Road departs from Highway 9. There is literally a gate at the turnoff there preventing you from entering Zion Canyon during the busy season. The south entrance is the main entrance to the park. It's where the visitor center is located, and it's where you catch the shuttle. So even if you're staying on the east side of the park, you'll enter the east entrance and drive to the south entrance to park for the shuttle. Finally, although Zion Canyon is the best part of Zion, remember that you can drive your vehicle to these other sections, and they are all worthwhile scenic drives that offer fun hikes and far fewer crowds. But this video is all about the shuttle. So now let's cover what you need to know about riding the shuttle itself. First, the shuttle is free to ride. You do not need any reservations or permits. Just show up and get in line. I'll cover where to park and how to get here in just a moment. This is the loading area for the shuttle, located at the main visitor center at the south entrance. This is shuttle stop number 1. The shuttle will pick you up here and take you up Zion Canyon. It will share Highway 9 with cars for about 1.5 miles, then turn onto Zion Canyon Road, where it will travel mostly car-free for about 6 miles. I'll cover the stops it makes in Zion Canyon a little later in the video. Since shuttle stop number 1 is where everybody enters the shuttle, it has the largest bottleneck. Once you're in the canyon, the crowds disperse among the 8 other shuttle stops, but here it can bottleneck, causing a long line. Wait times here can vary a lot depending on the time of year, the day of the week, and the time of day. Many times we've walked right onto the shuttle. One year we visited during Utah's spring break and we waited 45 minutes for the shuttle. But I'd say usually we wait around 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, we've made it to the front of the line. How long did it take?
22 minutes.
I've heard of horror stories of people waiting for 2 hours, but it's definitely not the norm. And while the line may appear long, it moves quickly. Currently, it's about 3 o'clock, and you can see there is nobody waiting in line for the shuttle. Okay, now that you know how to board the shuttle, let's talk about parking. This is a little more complicated, but don't fear, I'm going to simplify it for you and then take you to a viewpoint where it will all make sense. Okay, this is the only parking lot inside Zion National Park at the south entrance. To get here, you'll need to drive through the south entrance on Highway 9 and take a quick right into the Visitor Center complex. This is a free parking lot, and for this reason, it's ideal to park here. However, because it's the only free parking around the south entrance, it fills up very early. What time it fills up just depends on the crowds for the day, but it's not uncommon for it to fill up before 7:30 a.m. If you're driving an RV, you have your own dedicated parking lot, and I have yet to see that one fill up in the last few days that I've been here. So if you can get parking inside the park here at the Visitor Center, it's just a short walk to the Visitor Center, which you can see right behind me, and shuttle stop number 1. If you cannot get parking here, then you're going to need to turn around, drive back through the south entrance, and find parking in the little town of Springdale. So let's go check that out right now. This is Springdale, Utah. This is the gateway town to Zion National Park. Springdale is located at the mouth of Zion Canyon, which you can see behind me here, and it literally borders the national park. Almost all of the 5 million visitors the park receives every year will pass through Springdale. You can see all the vehicles passing me right now. For a town with a population of 500 people, they do a tremendous job of servicing all these tourists while still maintaining a clean and charming little community. Springdale is about 3 miles long, and Highway 9, right here next to me, runs right down the center of it. There's street side parking all along the highway, and a few dedicated parking lots in town. All of these are paid parking, so let's go check them out now. Okay, I'm standing next to a parking pay station right now. Once I park, I'll need to enter my car information and my credit card in the pay booth to avoid getting a ticket. You can either use the machine, which is old and outdated, or just scan the QR code and use your phone, and you'll just put your license plate in, and you won't even get a receipt to put on your dash. They'll just know when they scan it. And I would use that if I could. How much does the parking cost? Well, it's around $15 to $30 depending on the zone that you're in and the vehicle that you're in. There are three parking zones. Zone A covers everything within a mile of the south entrance, and it costs $25 per day. Zone B, where I'm standing now, covers the next 2 miles and the rest of town, and it costs $20 per day. Zone C is a side street in between zones A and B, and it's only $15 per day. For you RVers, if you aren't able to get parking inside the park, you must park in Zone C, but your rate is $30 per day. By the way, these are 2025's rates. Of course, you could expect them to increase in the future. Now, you may have noticed in my last section there that when I was filming that, there was an RV right behind me, and it's not supposed to be parked here. And sure enough, they gave the RV a ticket here for parking, because again, only Zone C for RVs. Now, if you park in Springdale, how are you going to get to the park? By riding the Springdale shuttle. Yes, there are two shuttle systems at Zion. One to get you to the park and one to get you into Zion Cave. The Springdale shuttle makes 9 stops. Or both shuttles actually make 9 stops. The Springdale shuttle covers 3 miles, while the Zion shuttle covers 8 miles. The Springdale shuttle starts at the far end of town at shuttle stop 9, and it ends at the Zion Park entrance at shuttle stop 1. So remember, shuttle stop 1 for both shuttle systems is at the visitor center. So anything closer than shuttle stop 4 in Springdale is zone A parking, and anything farther than shuttle stop 4 is zone B parking. During the busy season, these shuttles also run every 5 to 15 minutes. These shuttles are often smaller than the Zion shuttles, and as they get closer to the park, I have seen them fill up. It's possible that you'll need to wait for a few shuttles to get on one. The closer you park to the south entrance, the more likely it is that you'll save time just by walking to the park entrance. I've got much more to share with you, so don't turn away, but I want to let you know that we made a guide to Zion's shuttle system that you can pick up for free on our website at we'reintherockies.com/resources, or you can just click the link in the description below. This is Springdale shuttle stop number 1. It drops you off in Zion Canyon Village, which has a grocery store, hotels, restaurants, and an outfitter business right there where you can rent bikes or gear for the Narrows hike. Now, right there is the pedestrian entrance to the national park. There is a toll booth there where the ranger will check your park pass, or where you can buy a park pass if you don't already have one. From there, it's a short walk to Zion shuttle stop number 1. Now, I've given you a lot of information on parking and getting into the park. Now, I'm going to take you to a viewpoint where I'll bring it all together for you. Okay, from this vantage point, we can see where all of this converges. So, you'll either drive through the south entrance right here into the park and park back here by the visitor center, and just walk right to the shuttle stop number 1, which is right by the visitor center. Or you will park back here in the town of Springdale. You'll catch the shuttle to Zion Canyon Village, which is right down here. It's going to drop you off right at the village there. You'll walk through the pedestrian entrance to the visitor center here to Zion shuttle stop 1. Now, let's go hop on the shuttle so that we can go check out my favorite canyon. The Zion shuttle system started in the year 2000 to alleviate traffic congestion from the main canyon. Initially, it used propane-powered shuttles, and recently the park is converting to electric buses. The shuttles have both kept vehicles out of the canyon and at the same time brought more people into the 6-mile canyon. This has allowed people to see the canyon who otherwise would have never been able to find a parking spot had the shuttles never been implemented. The shuttles are handicap accessible. They also have bike racks on the front for regular bikes, not e-bikes. Pets are not allowed on the shuttles unless they meet the strict national park definition of a trained support animal. Zion is a narrow canyon with towering walls, so if you can manage to sit by a window, you'll better be able to look up and take in the majesty of the canyon. There are 9 shuttle stops along the Zion Shuttle route. To ride from Shuttle Stop 1 to the last stop, Shuttle Stop 9, without getting off, takes about 45 minutes. Each stop has a different attraction, such as a viewpoint, a museum, or hiking trailheads. But almost none of the shuttle stops have the same name as the hikes that begin there. For example, I'm currently at Shuttle Stop 6, which is the trailhead for the famous Angel's Landing hike. But the name of the stop is called the Grotto. Most of the shuttle stops have water refill stations and restrooms for you to both drain your bladder and fill up your bottle before your hike. Some of the shuttle stops are connected by hiking trails so that you can use a combination of hiking and shuttles to see more of the canyon. For example, I'm at Shuttle Stop 6 right now. It has 3 trailheads. The one is for the famous Angel's Landing Trail that I mentioned, and the other 2 hikes connect to Shuttle Stop 5. So let's walk to Shuttle Stop 5 right now, which is one of the most important stops in the canyon. This is Shuttle Stop 5, and it's where the Zion Lodge is located. Zion Lodge here is the only lodging inside Zion National Park. It also has the only 2 restaurants inside the park. The Castle Dome Cafe, which you can see outside here, has grab-and-go items and gets a stellar 3.1 rating on Google. The Red Rock Grill is the fine dining option, and it gets a slightly higher 3.7 rating. I've eaten at both, and while they both have the typically bad food that one can expect from a national park concessionaire, this area is a nice place to hang out and eat lunch, even if you just bring your own picnic. Now, once you're in the canyon, you can hop on and off at any shuttle stop that you'd like, whenever you'd like. Each shuttle stop has 2 waiting areas, depending on the direction you're going. So this one's going back to the visitor center. This one is going to the end of the canyon. Uh-oh, those people just missed it. They wouldn't stop for them. That's rough. Come on, bus driver. These people are going to wait for a shuttle that goes to the visitor center, and each of the signs here will tell you whether it's going to the Temple of Sinawava, which is the last stop, or the visitor center, which is stop 1. Typically, the lines are fairly short at each one. Personally, I can't think of a time when I was at shuttle stops 2 through 9 in the canyon and could not get on the next shuttle that arrived, but it is possible the shuttle could be full or the line in front of you is so long that you'll need to wait for the next shuttle. Okay, this is possibly a situation where people are going to get left off. It's so packed, he's telling them they have to go shoulder to shoulder, side to side here. If that happens to you, you won't have to wait too long, as they usually come every 5 to 15 minutes during the busy season. I mentioned that the Zion Canyon Road is mostly car-free. Because the Zion Lodge is inside the canyon, though, those who are staying at the lodge can drive into the canyon, but they cannot drive any further than the lodge. You can see this sign right here. Zion Canyon Trail Rides, the only horseback rides inside the national park, is also located at Shuttle Stop 5, and those with a horseback ride reservation can also drive up the Zion Canyon Road to the horse corral for their ride. But they cannot go past this sign, and they cannot park at the horse corral all day. Finally, if you have a disability that prevents you even from riding the handicap accessible shuttles, you can work with the park to get a special permit to drive into the canyon and beyond this sign to the end of the road. This is the Temple of Sinawava, and it's the last shuttle stop in the canyon. It is the trailhead for one of the most famous hikes in Zion. Everyone must get off at this shuttle stop, even if you don't plan on hiking. If all you want to do is ride the shuttle down and back, you still have to get off here, but you can just hop back in line right here by my shoulder. But you'll definitely want to get off here and check out the trail. As we've traveled up the canyon to this point, it has gotten increasingly more narrow. From this stop, you can walk down the Riverside Walk, which follows the Virgin River for 1 mile as the canyon gets even more narrow. Eventually, it gets so narrow, the pathway ends. The only option at that point is to turn around or keep hiking by hopping in the shallow river and walking upstream. This is called the famous Narrows hike, and it is one of the most unique and magical hikes in all of America. This last February, my wife and I brought our kids here to do the Narrows, and we absolutely loved it, and our kids loved it, and it was just spectacular. If you want to learn more about hiking the Narrows, check out our video, What We Learned Hiking the Narrows. And if you want to learn more of the basics of Zion National Park, check out our Zion 101 video. I hope this video helped you out. Please let me know in the comments if it did. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, go west, young traveler.